Hello class. So in this session, the unit 1 introduction to Java, we will learn about the difference between procedure oriented programming language and object oriented programming language, and we will also compare Java with C and C++. So procedure oriented programming language, we can divide program into small parts, that is called functions, while in object oriented programming language we will divide programs into objects. Basically, whenever we are writing any program for say finding a prime number or generate a Fibonacci series, so such mathematical problems we follow the procedure oriented language, where our execution start at the main method, and from starts it goes line by line and comes to the bottom. While if we are solving some real world problem like student management system, attendance system, library management system, so those are the real world problem, and there we divide the entire problem into the class and objects, and accordingly the code is written. So that is object oriented programming concept. So let us see the next difference. Importance is not given to data, but it is given to functions in procedure oriented programming language, while in object oriented programming language the focus is more on data than function. Procedure oriented programming language follows top to down approach, means it starts from the top of the main method and goes to the bottom, while in object oriented programming language it is bottom up approach, means all the classes and objects and their functionality is getting called. POP does not have any access specifier, while in object oriented programming language we have access specifier like public, private, protected, so we can do the data hiding with access specifier. In POP, data can move freely from functions to function in a system. So whenever we need to pass of data in procedure oriented programming language, we will pass it as a parameter in when we call the functions. While in object oriented programming language, we can move and communicate with each other through member functions. So in OOP we have class and their object, and within object we have instance variable and static variable, and with this we can communicate with each other. In procedure oriented programming, it is not easy to add data and function easily. Means here you have to consider the scenario where you have you are solving some problem and your code will be very lengthy, and in such scenario it will be difficult to add new functionality, as you have to go through the entire code and identify at which location you have to add this new functionality. While in OOP your entire problem is divided into some classes and objects, so there it is easy to identify where to add the new functionality. So object oriented programming is more suitable for more complex problems. In OOP, most function uses global data for sharing that can be accessed freely from functions to function in a system. While in OOP, data cannot move easily from functions to function, it can be kept public or private, so we can control the access of the data. So generally in procedure oriented programming language, whenever we have to share the data, either we have to pass as parameter or we declare them as a global variable. But in OOP, we have to use is as a instance variable, and they are used. POP does not have any proper way for hiding data, so it is less secure. While in OOP, as we will learn in Java, we have access specifier public, private, and protected. So in that way, we can do the data hiding. In POP, overloading is not possible, while in object-oriented programming, we can overload functions and we can also overload operator and constructors. Java does not support operator overloading. So example of POP are C, VB, Fortran and Pascal, while OOP language are C++, Java, VB, .NET and C#. So OOP programming is more suitable when we want to solve the real world problem. So we divide problem into classes and object, and it is become easier to solve. Okay, now let us understand the difference between Java and C. So Java basically is a object oriented programming language, so we will be divide program into classes and object. Okay, so some features that are not supported in Java are C unique statement like go to, size of, type def. So such statement are not supported in Java. Actually goto is bad programming, so that is good, it is not supported. Data type like struct, union and enum are not supported. However, we can have interfaces and classes in Java. Modifiers keyword like auto, extern, register, signed, unsigned, so those are not supported in Java. Explicit pointer type, so pointer is not supported explicitly. However, Java, all the variable are like reference type, all the objects are of reference type, and whenever you pass to the function, it is mostly called by reference except for primitive data type. No preprocessor, so in Java we do not have preprocessor like hash define. We used hash include, hash if diff, so that is not there. But all the constant like static final variable act like a hash define. Instead of include we will have import. So alternative functionality is there in Java. Other than that, Java does not support operator overloading, multiple inheritance, global variable, explicit pointer, header files, and garbage collector. So here it's a daemon process. So we can like call finalize method, and it makes eligible for the garbage collections. So in this session we learned about the procedure oriented programming and object oriented programming and difference between them. Thank you.